Hello everyone. Today we read Class 7 Science Chapter 4 Metals and Non-Metals. Let's start. Have you ever wondered why your school bell, spoon and bicycle are made of metal but your pencil and eraser are not? Why is a gold ring shiny while coal looks dull? Let's discover the amazing world of metals and non-metals. First of all, we understand that what is an element? Element is the purest form of a substance that cannot be broken down into simpler substances. In another way, we can say that it is a pure substance made up of only one kind of atom. Examples: iron, gold, oxygen, carbon, sulfur. These all are elements. Elements around us can be divided into two groups, metals and non-metals. Each has different properties and uses.
What are metals? Metals are natural materials found inside the earth. These are obtained from rocks called ores. Metals are materials that are usually hard, shiny, strong, and good conductors of heat and electricity. Some examples of metals are iron, copper, aluminum, gold, silver.
Properties of metals. First property is lustrous, shiny. Metals have a shiny surface. Example, gold and silver jewelry. Second is hard. Most metals are hard and strong. Example, iron. Third one is malleability. Metals can be hammered into thin sheets. This property is called malleability. For example, aluminium can be hammered into very thin sheets to make aluminium foil. Fourth is ductility. Metals can be drawn into thin wires. This property is called ductility. Example, copper can be drawn into long electric wires. Fifth is good conductors. It means metals allow heat and electricity to pass through them easily. Example, copper is used in electric wires. Last is sonorous. Metals produce a ringing sound when hit. Example, school bell. Non-metals. Non-metals are obtained from the earth, air, water, and living organisms. Non-metals are materials that are usually dull, soft, or brittle, and poor conductors of heat and electricity. Some non-metals are solids like sulfur, while others are gases like nitrogen. Examples of nonmetals are sulfur, carbon, oxygen, nitrogen, phosphorus. Properties of nonmetals. Nonmetals are very opposite to metals. They are dull. Most nonmetals are not shiny. Brittle. They break easily when hammered. Not malleable. They cannot be made into thin sheets. Not ductile. They cannot be made into wires. Poor conductors. Most nonmetals do not conduct heat or electricity well. Exception, graphite, which is a form of carbon, conducts electricity. Not sonorous. They do not produce a ringing sound when struck. Now the question arises, can we see nonmetals? Answer is yes. You can see many nonmetals, but not all of them. Nonmetals that you can see: sulfur, which is a yellow solid. Carbon, also called coal or graphite, is a black solid. Iodine is dark gray crystals. Nonmetals that you cannot see easily. Some nonmetals are gases, so they are invisible. Oxygen, nitrogen, hydrogen. You cannot see these gases with your eyes, but they are present in the air. Chemical reactions with metals and nonmetals. Metals and nonmetals react differently when they come in contact with air, water, acids, and oxygen. First of all, we will know about what is a chemical reaction. A chemical reaction is a process in which one or more substances change into new substances. For example, when iron reacts with oxygen and water, then it changes into a new substance called iron oxide or rusting. Reaction with oxygen. When a metal reacts with oxygen, it forms a metal oxide. For example, when magnesium is heated up, it forms new substance called magnesium oxide. When magnesium ribbon burns, it leaves a white powder which is called magnesium oxide. Generally, oxides of metals are basic in nature, which means they turn red litmus paper into blue. I have already explained basic and acidic in detail in my previous video. To know about it in detail, you can watch there. Some metals react very quickly with air. For example, sodium reacts vigorously with oxygen present in air, so sodium metal is stored in kerosene to protect it from air and moisture. Non-metal reaction with oxygen. Sulfur is non-metal. When it burns in oxygen, it forms sulfur dioxide gas, SO. Oxides of nonmetals are acidic in nature, which means they turn blue litmus paper into red. Reaction with water. Iron is a metal that reacts with oxygen and water to form a reddish-brown substance called rust. Let's see. Nonmetals usually do not react with water. Everyday uses. In everyday life, we use metals and nonmetals. Uses of metals. Iron is used in making buildings, bridges, tools. Copper is used in electric wires because it is a good conductor of electricity. Aluminum is used in aircraft, utensils, foil. Gold and silver are used in making jewelry. Uses of nonmetals. Oxygen is used in breathing. Nitrogen is used in fertilizers. Carbon is used pencil lead and fuels. Sulfur is used in medicines, matches. Iodine is used as antiseptic to treat wounds. Important exceptions. Remember these because they are often asked in exams. Mercury is a metal but it is liquid at room temperature. Graphite is a nonmetal but it conducts electricity. Iodine is nonmetal but it is shiny, lustrous. Summary of this chapter. Let's quickly revise what we learned in this chapter. Metals are generally shiny, hard, strong, malleable, ductile, and good conductors of heat and electricity. Common examples are iron, copper, aluminium, and gold. Nonmetals are usually dull, brittle, and poor conductors of heat and electricity. Examples include sulfur, oxygen, nitrogen, and phosphorus. However, graphite is an exception because it conducts electricity. Some metals, such as sodium and potassium, react vigorously with water, so they are stored in kerosene. White phosphorus is stored under water because it reacts quickly with oxygen in the air. Great! Now that we have revised the chapter, let's test your understanding with a quick quiz. Best of luck! Now quiz time. Can you guess whether sulfur is a metal or a non-metal? Comment below. If you enjoyed this lesson, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more Class 7 Science videos. See you in the next chapter.